I'm Rachel.
I'm Nikki, and we're the Stitch Sisters.
And this is the fourth in our series of videos where we are looking at the patterns that best represent this season's trends, so autumn and winter 2019. So what we've done is we've gone through all of the big 7 pattern companies, all the commercial pattern companies, and we've picked our favourites from each category. So in this one we're doing trousers,
yes,
but already gone out is dresses, skirts and tops and blouses.
Yes.
So go and check those out if you haven't seen them yet.
Yeah, we've still got coats to come, so that's the next one on coming up next.
We have, and we keep reminding you, but in case this is the first video you're watching, if you like fashion, style and sewing, then we are your girls and you want to watch more of our videos. I know you do, so make sure you go and check and see what's in our playlists, but also head over to our website www.thestitchsisters.co.uk where you'll find online sewing classes and a really handy blog.
And make sure to subscribe, then you won't miss a thing.
Right, let's do trousers.
Let's do trousers. So we're starting with the Burda style 6250, and I found this one and thought it's a really good kind of comfortable option. I'm starting with comfort. So you've got a wide leg. I think it's an elasticated waist, or it's got a tie waist on it, but it's kind of slightly combat-y, but not too full on. So we've got some big pockets on the front, and then we've got a sort of side pocket on halfway down the leg. So if you wanted to kind of nod towards that trend but weren't willing to kind of have all guns and whistles, then this is a good one for you. And I think it looks like it's really, really comfortable and a really easy, quick one to make as well. So I liked that for the versatility of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen loads of this style of trouser around. So you can do very simple, subtle, like plain colours, just good staples for your wardrobe. But as Nikki said, it'd be really comfy, like secret pyjamas.
Yeah.
Or we've seen a lot of them made in real statement fabric. So big florals or bold stripes and that sort of thing, animal print. So it's up to you which way you go. I think they'd be really nice in like a tencel or something like that for like a more casual jean or something, or a khaki fabric if you're trying to go for the sort of you know, original sort of combat trouser look. But like you say, it's just a nice way for you to kind of have a nod to that trend for 90s and combat trousers, but in a way that's comfy. You could easily leave that leg pocket off if you just wanted to keep the pockets at the hip. And I love the 2 different lengths because I think they're both lengths that are really wearable at the moment. So paired with some of the sweaters that we showed you, you've got a really, really comfy outfit. But also pair it as they've done with a button-up shirt or a graphic tee, and you've got a really cool look. Yeah,
perfect. So I love that one. I think it's really good.
Me too.
So next up, another Burda one, which is the 6432, and this is a slim leg trouser, a straight leg trouser. And the reason I picked this one is that there are some suiting trends out there, but to be honest, the suit patterns available aren't all that great.
No, there's very few where you've got the right silhouette for both the jacket and the trousers.
Yeah. So I thought these were a really good staple trouser. I thought that straight leg, and you've also got the 2 different lengths. So you've got the kind of the cropped length and you've got the full length. But I thought for a work trouser, sort of people who need to dress slightly smarter for work, but to be honest, everyone needs a good pair of staple black trousers or navy trousers in their wardrobe, and I think these would do the job. And I think they just look like they're a really good fit. I think they'd be really versatile, and again, if you made them out of a really good quality fabric, I think it's the kind of thing you would have in your wardrobe for years and you would really get a good wear out of them. It's not, you know, there's not a lot of bells and whistles with these, but I do think they're a good staple.
Yeah, although having said that, it is proper trouser construction. There is a fly front, there are welt pockets, you know, it will challenge you, there are belt loops.
It's trickier.
So it is at the trickier end. It describes itself as average difficulty. But I think that, you know, if you've not done proper trousers before, then you might find it a challenge. But I think that it's one of those things that's well worth it. I can see them being, rather than doing them in like a black or something safe, I can see them being in a tweed or tartan or some of the earth tones that we've been seeing a lot of on the high street, and actually making a bit more of a statement with them.
Absolutely.
So next up we've got another one from Burda. Burda have done quite well on the trouser front. So this is 6436, and this is one that Nikki picked, but I think it's perfect because it's that high waist, wide leg pleat front trouser that I've seen in loads of different places. So I've seen it lots on the catwalk. I tried some on when we were in the shops recently.
Yes.
But I've also, I've seen them in magazines. I've seen them everywhere. And I think it's that kind of nods to sort of more mannish tailoring, sort of gender bend type thing, where we're not sort of necessarily saying, well, that's a girly thing for girls and that's a boys thing for boys. I like the fact that fashion's becoming a little bit more fluid.
Yes.
And I personally love to put on a slightly more masculine silhouette. So I saw a lot of these trousers on Chanel's sort of runway.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of them in other stories in big chunky cords and that sort of thing. But yeah, so this one again, it's an average difficulty pattern. It does have a fly front, it has pleats, it has well pockets in the back, so it is a more challenging make, but you're going to get that really nice tailored look at the end of it.
Yeah.
And I think they're really easy to style. I like the fact that you get these 2 different lengths, both of which are very much on trend at the moment, so you can go with either one. You can choose if you're using a much chunkier fabric, like a chunky cord, you might want to stitch those pleats down at the top, rather than have all that fullness there. But then in a really nice wool or tweed or anything like that, they'd be really, really lovely.
They would also be really easy to crop the shorter ones as well if you wanted to make them more culotte length.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is a really big thing in for the winter. So you could have a bit of versatility.
Yeah, absolutely. And this next one, which is Simplicity version, we chose to put in, because this Simplicity 8457, this is like a slightly easier version of the one before. So this one doesn't have welt pockets and it doesn't have a fly front. So it's got slant pockets at the side, and then it will have a zip at the back. So it's not quite so much work, and that just means that if fitting is your issue, you can focus on that rather than having to make fit adjustments around those other kind of details. But again, I mean, this one you've got 3 different length options, but it's very easy for you to just create those trousers to any length that you want. Also that kind of leg, you can easily widen it slightly at the hem if you wanted a slightly fuller leg, or you could taper it in slightly if you wanted a narrower one. The great thing about the Amazing Fit patterns is it does give you different options for whether you're curvy or whether you're very slim, and so you do get to have slightly tailored options. So again, if you're not great at blending between pattern sizes, then that might help you with that. So next up, we've got from Simplicity, this is a Mimi G style pattern 8516, and it's a skinny jeans pattern. So you've got skinny, it looks like both in average fit, slim fit and curvy fit. Now the reason we've included this one is because we've seen loads of faux leather trousers, but also kind of wet look trousers. Skinny jeans are back. So
did they go anywhere?
No, well they have. It's been more kind of wide leg and cropped for a while, and sort of mum jeans and that kind of wider leg, and now skinnies are definitely on their way back in. It's not to say the others are going anywhere, but skinnies are a big thing that we've seen. So we've seen a lot of these made up in things like animal print, so it might be in a stretch cotton animal print or something like that, or in kind of a wet look cotton, but also lots of faux leather. So if you're looking to recreate that trend, we think this would be a really, really good pattern. And the fact that again it gives you different fit issues depending on your silhouette means that it's going to be a little bit less work on the adjustment front.
And this is a sew along one, so sew along with Mimi G just means go to YouTube and you'll find a video to sew along with her, so it makes it always easier. So next up, we've got a pattern that's been around for a while, and if you're on Instagram, you will know about this pattern. And I'm talking to you, Amanda Turner, because you've made more of these than anyone I know, and you look great in them.
You do.
So it's the McCalls 7547, because dungarees are not going anywhere, and denim dungarees are still bang on trend, and these have that 70s feel with the wide leg and the slight flare at the bottom, but we absolutely love them.
We do. I would style it with a pussy bow blouse and platform sandals, and it would just make me very happy, or with a rainbow stripy rib top or something like that.
Literally, that was the next thing I was going to say.
It's on my list. Is it on yours too?
It's always on my list.
So yeah, we just love the wider leg on this one, and the fact that it does give you that more 70s feel. So that's another great option. Speaking of which, this is an amazing pattern from McCalls. These are proper bell-bottom flares.
And you love these.
Yes, so this is M8007. I particularly love, you see the one in the picture where they've used 2 different colours of denim, so it's done that kind of patchwork colour blocking trend as well. I love how high the rise is, I love how wide the hem is, but I also like the fact that they are slightly more fitted on the thigh.
Yes.
And I think that gives you that much more iconic 70s look than if they start to get wider, straight from the hip. You need to have that slightly skinnier thigh,
so
but it's certainly not skinny. So it's not that fit and flare jean that you get where it's really, really tight on the thigh and then it's kind of flares out from just above the knee. It's just slightly more fitted in the top than it is as it goes crazy at the bottom.
Crazy!
So I love it. And again, with those seams down the front, I think it does give you lots of options for colour blocking. And then you've got the pockets there as well. So I think it's a more challenging sew because you've got the fly front and everything else, but maybe less so than if you were doing you know, like something like ginger jeans or something like that, because there's less going on with pocket details and that sort of thing.
Perfect. I think they're great.
They are, yes. I definitely want to put them on my list. But obviously, if we keep saying we're going to put things on our list, we're not going to have time to sew any of this stuff. We have to really think about our favourites.
Absolutely. I'm not committing to anything yet. It's too soon yet. Too soon.
So the final one that I included is kind of an alternative to the slimmer tailored trouser option that Nikki showed you earlier on from Burda. This is Simplicity Pattern 8744. What we like about it is that, again, it's a slightly easier version. So this one doesn't have a fly front, it'll have a zip in the side, which just means that the whole construction is a little bit easier, but it still has that slimmer leg. Now obviously this is a cropped version, but there's no reason why you couldn't lengthen it. I also think that Simplicity are actually bang on trend with their styling here. So the satin blouse with the high neck is bang on, and with the little with the huge cuff and the little lace on the bottom. The boots are as well, and the tweed that they've chosen to make the trousers from is really on trend at the moment.
And there's lots of these trousers in the shops as suits and things like that, so you can think about that and think about if that's an option for you as well. So.
Yes, we'll be covering suit jackets when we do our coats and jackets in the next video. So that's it for trousers. We've got one more video to come. We hope you're enjoying this series. If you are, please give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments below, and we will see you for the next video. Bye.